What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Day 1 edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including more accusations against Chris Jericho, Rikishi responds to The Rock, Roman Reigns also responds to The Rock, a scary injury on Raw, Raquel Rodriguez reveals health problems, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, Wrestlelamia.com. Now, as always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number one, always good to see the People's Champ. The WWE delivered on its promise to bring back a former WWE champion as The Rock showed up to deal with Jinder Mahal before sending a shockwave through the wrestling world when he teased a match against Roman Reigns by saying he's going out to eat, asking the fans if he should take a seat in the booth, at the bar, or at the head of the table. Number two, Jinder Mahal makes the best of his opportunity. Now the swerve was excellent. Jinder Mahal angered fans by implying that he was a big surprise, laying into them with his anti-American rhetoric. We feel that Jinder did an incredible job. He nailed it with a promo and gave The Rock a great setup. Last night's appearance showed he has the potential to do more, and hopefully the WWE will make a resolution to rehabilitate the modern-day Maharaja. Number three, Awesome Truth Reunion. An Awesome Truth Reunion? Well, more please. Fans have still have fond memories of The Miz and R-Truth's original run, and last night's reunion was pure fun. The WWE could have phoned it in by merely capitalizing on the nostalgia, but it didn't, putting both superstars into an entertaining match against the Judgment Day's JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio, and also giving The Miz and Truth time to have fun on the microphone. Number four, Ivy impresses. Ivy Nells is definitely a talent to watch. That's the impression the WWE Universe conveyed with her performance against Rhea Ripley as she surprised the Eradicator with a strong outing. The match also furthered the subtle story of Ripley growing overconfident with herself, a situation that is likely going to get her into trouble when she faces an experienced opponent.
Well, they love some Rhea Ripley, boy.
Ended on a magnificent note with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre fighting tooth and claw over the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins has perfected the must-see main event where he defends his world championship.
Oh, you ain't RVD now. How about that? He got some hang time, but you ain't
Unlike
RVD.
Roman Reigns, Rollins' run as champion hasn't grown old, particularly because he's been champ less than a year.
He's still doing the pedigree?
Because his matches' endings aren't convoluted. McIntyre looked terrific as always, and he not only dealt with Rollins, but with Damian Priest.
So I don't fool with either one of them. But Rollins will never be Triple H now. Come on now. That man, he made you mad. Ooh, he made you want to jump out the crowd and do something, that damn Triple H. And if Mr. Cole was here, I could hear him now. That motherfucker, that fuckhead Triple H, that dirty motherfucker. Just like them damn horsemen. Fuck you. I can hear him now. Raising hell.
That was a good. What about the bad? Is number one, Nia Jax's push continues. Nia Jax's push.
That's right, my baby's getting in there.
An impressive win over Becky Lynch. But once again, we have to ask, what's the WWE's endgame? Are we being too cynical and thinking The Rock's presence has something to do with her cousin getting a monster push? Or does the WWE
don't start that now.
There's money to be made?
I thought that, and her little cute smile, didn't, I don't know, here and see, now we're hearing two and three different things. I thought Vince brought her back. Now they're saying that she's back because of The Rock. Oh, here we go with that again. Y'all, oh boy, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all just, oh boy, I don't know.
By elevating Nia Jax to the top, possibly for a match against Rhea Ripley. Whatever the case, it seems like a waste of time and a reminder that WWE's trouble building new female talent in the singles division. And number two, Cody's nightmare. Is Cody Rhodes going to be left out in the cold if the WWE books Roman Reigns?
I was going to make another video. I thought about that again, about this Cody Rhodes thing. Man, I saw people in the comments talking about Cody had his shot, that's it. I was like, and this is why some of the new guys, or younger, not new, but young guys will get mad at the veterans because coming back from the spot, taking the spotlight. I can see a little bit why they get so angry because this is probably seriously, if this happens, this is seriously going to be it this time. The Rock's going to be done for real because he's 50 years old, so he's probably going to be done with it after this for real this time. So, yeah, so I'm talking about Cody, and then some people probably feel like, oh, Cody will probably end up getting Rollins, but like, no, because that's Rollins and Cody, or Rollins and Punk. So This is something. So now, that The Rock's back, Cody's garbage now. I don't know about that. I wish somebody would comment about that, because what the hell? What the hell? What in the hell? What the Sam hell? Makes no sense. Somebody needs just to lay. This don't make no sense. That's just like you got promised a good dinner, and now that such and such come over, you got to eat noodles or cold beans. No, but I don't know about that. That'll piss you off.
This is The Rock. Well, that's a legit question. Many fans believe that the American Nightmare would get a WrestleMania rematch against Roman Reigns. Now, some fans feel Cody's rematch will wait, but there may be hope.
One thing I will agree, because it was getting old. I mean, to keep cutting them off. We don't need to see no more back-to-back Rumble winners. That's enough of that now. So that part I agree on. To do something else to get a title shot. But yeah, that's.
As fans know, the WWE's Elimination Chamber PLE booked in Perth, Australia, and there's already speculation that The Rock versus Roman could happen in Perth. But this could actually make more sense rather than being in the bad. The only question is, will WWE do this? Now, there is nothing downright ugly as the WWE kicked off 2024 with a special edition of Raw that indeed felt special, but with some exciting matches and a special appearance from The Rock.
This will seriously get this time if The Rock comes back.
Show, so it'll be interesting to see what other developments play out as the WWE begins the build for the Royal Rumble. What do you guys think of the Day 1 edition of Raw? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news.
The news.
At first, we looked at more accusations leveled against Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
At the top of today's news, more accusations are being leveled against AEW star Chris Jericho that the wrestling veteran has engaged in inappropriate behavior towards women. Former WWE superstar Rene Dupree recently discussed the situation on his Cafe de Rene podcast, alleging, "Someone asked me if I ever heard any rumors about Jericho and women. I told when I first broke out into the business, the indie guys from Manitoba told me, yeah, Jericho's rep was that he tries to F with your girlfriend. He's notorious for F other guys' girlfriends, which at one point was a sin. You stay away from other guys' wives and girlfriends. It's an unwritten rule in wrestling that wrestlers don't have relationships with other wrestlers' significant others. So this in itself is a bold accusation. As Dupree noted, nothing brings more animosity into a locker room than when you're fooling around with someone else's significant other. Does it surprise me that he does that? No, he was always an asshole to me for no reason.
Wow.
At this point, it's unknown whether these accusations have any merit or are being made by individuals with an axe to grind against Jericho. It's unknown whether Jericho will address them, and for now, AEW President Tony Khan has remained silent about them, other than to tell the media at the post-World's End media scrum that AEW has an open-door policy for anyone who has complaints, and that I can't speak to unsourced rumors. I spoke earlier and spoke about the policy we have in place, and I believe that AEW is the safest company in the world. We'll continue monitoring.
Drinking water before bed can
about seasoning your water. I mean your ice. What the hell?
Your life and help you drop up to 11 pounds week after week. The reason your belly gets big is not because you got a little.
Continue monitoring this story and present the story with understanding that these are still accusations and Jericho is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Next up, Rikishi responds to The Rock.
What's Kish talking about?
Is The Rock looking for a match against Roman Reigns? While that remains to be seen, the WWE Hall of Famer is responding to the People's Champion rhetorical question about sitting at the head of the table. Rikishi tweeted a video of the table with multiple people sitting on two sides, but no one sitting at the head. Have a seat. Now what's the problem? Rikishi wasn't the only person who responded to The Rock's message, as Roman Reigns responded by simply posting a laughing emoji. Next up is Dragon Lee.
There ain't gonna be no laugh when The Rock beats your ass. It ain't gonna be nothing to laugh at, dude.
Able to make it at NXT
ain't gonna be no laugh.
Special. It's been reported that this is down to visa issues. The wrestling world has many international stars, and unfortunately, visa issues are bound to come up, even under the best of circumstances.
That's good. Now you think The Rock is a laugh? All right, now know about that. Like I said, and then you already know. You could already see this happening. If he lose, what's his name? Or probably get in there and help. Know about that? Solo Sikoa probably get in there, try to get in there with a kick. Or what's the other brother? What's his name?
Next up,
gotta help him out.
Injury. Bad news for Sami Zayn is the former Undisputed Tag Team Champion was recently busted open at the 29th December live event and required 15 staples to close up the cut to his head.
Oof.
Sami suffered the injury during a last man standing match against Finn Balor. We send our best wishes for Sami for a speedy recovery. Next up, a scary injury last night. But speaking of injuries, Giovanni Vinci had a scary moment during his and Ludwig Kaiser's match against Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston. Wrestling In detailed what happened, saying that during the match, Kingston landed a dropkick when Vinci jumped from the second rope and caught the Imperium star flush in the face. The referee halted the match, following which the WWE doctor rushed in and called off the match, and Kingston and Uso were declared the winners. Thankfully, it seems that Giovanni appears to be okay and updated fans via X that he's doing fine. Next up, Raquel Rodriguez reveals health problems. Raquel Rodriguez has been dealing with some health problems, which is why the WWE Universe hasn't seen her of late. She updated fans via Instagram saying,
"What's up guys, Happy New Year." So long story short, last year I posted a video about being a WWE superstar with eczema, and in the month of December it got progressively worse, and I have been diagnosed with something called mast cell activation syndrome. Basically, I was red, swollen, there was a lot happening in this area physically. It kept me from doing the things that I love, like traveling, going to the gym, and wrestling. And I also didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to look in the mirror. And I understand that all of those things can mess with someone both emotionally and mentally, but thank God I moved back to Texas when I did, because I had the best support system in the world during this time, which is my family.
Rodriguez thanked her family and encouraged anyone dealing with medical problems during the holidays to know that they are not alone. Raquel asked fans to show kindness to each other as the new year begins, and she says she's looking forward to what the new year brings her. We're wishing her all the best. Next up, R-Truth's tribute to Mr. WrestleMania. Last night's match between the Awesome Truth team of The Miz and R-Truth saw a throwback moment when R-Truth told JD McDonough, "I'm sorry, I love you," before socking JD McDonough. Truth's hilarious homage to WrestleMania 24 Shawn Michaels vs. Ric Flair match, where the Heartbreak Kid uttered those famous words to Flair before flattening him with a super kick and retiring him, was a reminder of just how good Truth is. And finally, Kurt Angle talks a WWE return. And last but not least, Kurt Angle has been dealing with the physical fallout from years of wrestling. However, that doesn't mean he's done with the WWE. He recently appeared on Steel City Comic Fan and told fans, "Yeah, I'll talk all day and night, but I'm not going to wrestle. I'm 55 going on 80. WWE has utilized me. Last year I did a segment in Pittsburgh where I had a milk truck in the arena."
Kurt's beat up bad. Because he said he's got the arm problems. He's got the arm problems like an Orndorff had, but he's got them on both arms. Oh boy, because remember he had that little arm. And oh boy. He said he's beat up real bad. And that's not. I believe Kurt knows to leave it alone. He ain't gonna be like these other folks that keep coming back. Kurt had enough.
And I sprayed down Chad Gable and Otis with milk. That was a remake of what I did against Steve Austin in 2001. They also had a birthday celebration for me. Angle elaborated on what his business relationship with the WWE is, though. "I do certain events with them. I'm still signed with them. I have a contract with WWE.
He probably got the Legends. He probably got the Legends deal.
WrestleMania or Royal Rumble or something. They always come up with something. I'll eventually do something crazy with WWE, and I'm sure I will in the future." While Kurt won't be wrestling, it sounds like fans can count on seeing him when they least expect it. There you have it, folks. Our look at Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Yeah, getting back to this Rock Roman Reigns Cody situation. That's seriously gonna be sucked for Cody. He gets ignored, and then like I said, and then don't even think about it. I think I can hear Solomon or Jason now. Don't even think about a triple threat match. Don't you dare. Don't even think of. So what are you gonna do here? Let me no. I guess Cody may let it slide, but you came back to the company. He said getting built up just to get pushed to the side. Know about that. And then somebody talking about at the I guess having that Chamber pay-per-view. That ain't gonna look right. It has to be WrestleMania for Rock and whatchamacallit, Reigns. So so even I was watching the reaction to Tyrone. Even Tyrone told me he might take a look at it. He might. That's a big mic. Cause I watched more wrestling than he does. He said he might. 'Cause he seriously cut wrestling off years ago. But yeah, this that is messed up for Cody if he gets just thrown to the side now. Dang. But at the same time, Rock doesn't wrestle this time. That's probably gonna be it. Yeah, so what y'all think? But yeah, this like I said, somebody else said the same thing, and so this will seriously be it this time. He gets gets back in the ring.